Russ is a certified nursing assistant working in an undisclosed hospital in North Carolina. So early one morning, Russ is called in to monitor an emergency surgery. While on the operating floor, he takes a look at the CCTV camera feeds and notices something truly bizarre in another operating room that's supposed to be empty.
Yo, this place is f***ing haunted. Let me show you something, bro. Alright, so look. This is channel 1. That's room 1, right? This thing was standing in the f***ing corner. Room 1 is all the way down there. It's the last door. Nobody's in here. We got people in room 3 doing surgery, but nobody's in here. Look. I've been chilling at the desk and this thing said movement detected. We got people in here, but not room 1, and that thing is gone.
An odd, pale, translucent figure that seems to be wearing a hospital gown can be seen standing in room 1, a hospital room used for C-sections. Russ explains that only room number 3 was in use for surgery at the time, while room number 1, this room, was completely empty. No one was there, nor was anyone even allowed in there. Russ believes the hospital to be haunted. But what do you think? Could this be the ghost of a patient who didn't survive, stuck forever inside the hospital? Let me know.
Haunted Furby. Then one night this happens. A man named Conan purchased an old Furby toy from a thrift store approximately 2 years ago. He explains that ever since he bought the toy, it never made a sound since it came with a broken speaker. But one night while Conan was asleep, he's woken up by the mechanical sounds of something moving. What he sees is something of a nightmare. The Furby that barely functions at all is seen suddenly moving its eyes. As it stops, it stares directly at Conan. Now, this doesn't seem like anything paranormal, but many people who own a Furby doll commented similar events of waking up in the dead of night to the Furby toy talking or making noises.
Morones has been experiencing strange activity at home. Out of all the strange things that have happened, this one is by far the creepiest. One night, Ricardo enters a room that no one has been in for years. He heard something inside, so he checks it out. He finds nothing, but takes a picture and sees this. There appears to be a child hiding in plain sight. The question is though, was this actually a child or something else? What are your thoughts? Lawn is inside an abandoned house that's located in the middle of nowhere. There have only been a couple of people who've checked out this place, but not a single person had caught anything as unusual as Ollie had when he paid a visit to this house. Ollie is exploring the place when all of a sudden, this happens.
Bismillah. Allahu Ekber.
Now, it's worth mentioning that during the time of this recording, it was raining. It could be that the strange noises were actually caused by the storm outside. That could be the case, but what happens afterward, as Ollie exits the house, is beyond explanation. What he caught on camera is perhaps the creepiest encounter he's had. Be sure to pay close attention, or you'll miss it. Ollie doesn't know what to make of this, but if there's one thing that most viewers can agree on, it's that this person or thing was most likely observing Ollie during the time he was inside. If that's not creepy, then I don't know what is. Victor works at a train station. What he does there specifically is unknown, but regardless of his task, he always seems to have late night shifts. However, it was during a late night shift when Fernando captures something terrifying on camera. Fernando and two other workers are walking beside a train that isn't in operation when all of a sudden he captures this without even noticing. Someone or something appears to be looking at Fernando as he records them. What do you think this might have been? Viewers believe that this may have been the ghost of someone who was involved in a railroad accident. Now, it could be that this was actually a person, but if it were, then how come this supposed person looks so creepy? I don't know, but whoever this is looks too dead to be alive. Whoever, or whatever this is, remains a mystery.
Marquette Jean from Mankato, Minnesota is enjoying a quiet night at home when suddenly her eye catches something strange on her daughter's baby monitor.
Is there a cat in here? Is there a cat in here? No. Oh, sorry. Love you, night. Are you okay? What's wrong? No, it's okay. I was just checking on you. Good night. I love you.
Scary.
Huh?
Scary.
You're scary?
Huh?
Why? There's no monster in the window. I'll look. See? I'll look.
On the monitor, Marquette Jean sees a bizarre figure that resembles a cat that seems to pass right through her daughter's bedroom door. But when she asks little Everly about the cat, the 3-year-old instead complains that, quote, there's a monster in the window and that she's scared. Now, oddly enough, Marquette says that her beloved cat passed away last summer. She also says that, quote, weird and bad things have been happening in their home for a very long time, but this is the first time that they have ever caught anything on camera. Marquette is not sure exactly what this is. YouTube channel Shadowhunters UK TV is joined by fellow ghost hunters Moxley's Paranormal and Ghosts on Trent as they stay at the infamously haunted 30 East Drive in Pontefract, England. They say that long ago on this very same location, a monk was hanged for taking the life of a young girl. The house is said to be haunted by his angry spirit, which they call the Black Monk. Throughout the house, there are CCTV cameras installed, and one of them captures a very bizarre and chilling event as Amy simply looks at herself in the upstairs bedroom mirror.
She makes like a creepy smile.
Amy's face appears to distort into a horrifying gaping maw. Her mouth opens up to such an impossible extent that the investigators believe that they might have captured a paranormal transfiguration. The video is definitely very creepy and doesn't appear to be a digital glitch. But just what do you think happened here? Let me know down in the comments. You can watch the full 2-part investigation at the Haunted 30.
The following video comes from Ryan Godoy, who while using a public restroom, heard strange noises coming from the stall next to his. Curious as to who or what was making those noises, he takes out his phone to record the strange occurrence. He knew for a fact that nobody else was inside the restroom, so it didn't make sense that all of a sudden, somebody was in the stall next to his. He begins to record, and ends up capturing something pretty terrifying. Take a look. Without warning, the stall suddenly slams on its own. Naturally, Ryan runs away from the restroom, fearing that whatever had slammed the door is most likely capable of causing serious harm. Now, unfortunately, the video lacks enough info to determine if it's real or not. But regardless, the sudden movement of the door closing is definitely scary on its own. But as always, what are your thoughts on this? Ghost or something else?